Hello and welcome to this new tutorial of series on democracy, and today we are going to talk about size of democracy. आप सबका स्वागत है इस नए ट्यूटोरियल में और आज हम साइज ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में जानेंगे। फिर चलिए शुरू करते हैं साइज ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी। According to Robert Dahl and Edward, they have examined the relationship between the size of country and the effective working of democracy. And according to them, following are some of the observation with reference to small democracy, and according to him, these are the some of the observation. So let us take first the observation regarding the small democracy. The first very important observation is that in the small democracies, there is an effective participation of people in decision making. Very simple point to understand that in small democracies we always have a very effective participation of the people, especially when it comes to decision making. And why there is effective participation? Because of small in size in population as well as small in size in geography. So when you have a small population, it is mandatory that you would participate into the affairs of the state, because you are going to be one of the most important element of the state, one of the most important player of the state, as well as one of the most important stakeholder of the state. And therefore this is the beauty of having a small democracy where people participate directly, because people would know each other by their name, people would know each other by their face as well as their profession. And therefore when they know each other, when they know the problem what they are going to face in times to come, it becomes but obvious for a person to participate. जब हम स्मॉल साइज डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में जानना चाहते हैं तो हमें ये समझना चाहिए कि रॉबर्ट और एडवर्ड ने अपना एक ऑब्जर्वेशन दिया है। उन्होंने ऑब्जर्वेशन दिया है ऑन स्मॉल डेमोक्रेसीज एज वेल एज लार्ज डेमोक्रेसी के ऊपर, और अभी हम फ़िलहाल स्मॉल डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में पहले जानेंगे। तो फर्स्ट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट जो फैक्टर है स्मॉल डेमोक्रेसी का या एडवांटेज है वो है कि जब स्मॉल डेमोक्रेसी रहता है साइज़ में, इन पॉपुलेशन एज वेल एज जोग्राफिकल एरिया में, तो इसका असर ये पड़ता है कि हर एक जो इंसान है वहाँ पर जो रहता है उस डेमोक्रेसी में, वो एक दूसरे को जानता है, एक दूसरे को पहचानता है, और इसके कारण उन्हें पता है कि कौन से प्रॉब्लम्स आने वाले हैं आने वाले समय में, और उस प्रॉब्लम को कैसे इरेडिकेट किया जाए, उस प्रॉब्लम को कैसे सॉल्व किया जाए। और इसीलिए सारे लोग एकजुट होके एक साथ मिलकर पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस में, वो पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं गवर्नेंस में, अपना ओपिनियन देते हैं, अपने कुछ विचार उनके सामने रखते हैं। और यही एक अच्छा फंडा है स्मॉल डेमोक्रेसी का कि हर एक इंसान एक दूसरे को जानता है अपने नाम से, उनके फेस से या उनके प्रोफेशन से भी, और वो सारे एक दूसरे के ऊपर इतने डिपेंडेंट रहते हैं कि उनको उस सिस्टम के लिए, उस डेमोक्रेसी के लिए पार्टिसिपेट करना ज़रूरी होता है। सो दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट टू अंडरस्टैंड as far as the small democracy is concerned. Moving on, people are homogeneous with respect to belief, values and goals, which are very very important, because once you live together in a small democracy, by and large people are homogeneous with respect to their belief, with respect to their values as well as goals. Now when we talk about homogeneous, we need to understand that homogeneous basically means that people are same, they belong to same sort of a belief, same sort of a values, as well as they have same goal. So when you have a small democracy, this is another advantage, that people belong to same identity, they have the same belief system, they have the same value system, and these eventually helps them to achieve their goal together. जब हम homogeneous की बात करते हैं तो हमें ये समझना चाहिए कि अगर छोटी डेमोक्रेसी है, छोटी साइज़ में डेमोक्रेसी है या छोटे पॉपुलेशन में डेमोक्रेसी है, तो ऑल जो सारे लोग वहाँ पे रहते हैं वो एक समान रहेंगे, वो होमोजेनस रहेंगे, एक समान रहेंगे विद रिस्पेक्ट टू देयर, उनकी बिलीफ जो होती है, उनके वैल्यूज़ जो होते हैं और उनके जो गोल्स होते हैं। और होमोजेनस होने के कारण वो सारे लोग एक साथ मिलकर अपना गोल अचीव कर सकते हैं फॉर द स्टेट। एंड दिस इज़ द सेकेंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट point to understand why democracy in a small states become more successful. Well, moving on to the third point, here we need to understand that there is a better understanding when it comes to public interest. Yes, people who are living together, who knows each other for a long time, obviously they will have a better understanding of public interest. जब हम better understanding of public interest की बात करते हैं तो ये जायज़ है और ये वेरी लॉजिकल है कि जब सब लोग एक साथ रहते हैं फॉर ईयर्स ऑल टुगेदर, उन्होंने सब एक साथ उतार और चढ़ाव देखा है सोसाइटी का, तो उन्हें पता है कि हम एक साथ अगर रहते तो हमारे बीच में एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग होती है रिगार्डिंग पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट की जो भी कुछ होने वाला है, जो भी कुछ गवर्नमेंट नया पॉलिसी लाने वाली है, that would be for the entire public interest of the society. And therefore, being a small democracy, they have a better understanding of public interest. Moving on, next we have there is a loyalty to a single integrated community. Yes, being a small in size, small in population, as well as small in geography, they always have this loyalty to a single integrated community because they belong to a single community. They are a homogeneous group. They have all those common beliefs, values, as well as goals, and therefore they have a loyalty towards their own single integrated community. जब हम स्मॉल डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में जानते हैं तो और एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट यहाँ पे पॉइंट है कि उनकी जो लॉयल्टी होती है, उनका जो कि निष्ठा हमेशा अपने कम्युनिटी से होती है। और ये बहुत लॉजिकल है क्योंकि छोटा पॉपुलेशन और छोटा डेमोक्रेसी होने के कारण उनकी जो लॉयल्टी रहेगी वो अपने ग्रुप के पास ही रहेगी, बिकॉज दे आर लिविंग इन अ होमोजेनस state society where they have all common interest, common belief, values as well as goal, and because of that उनकी जो लॉयल्टी रहेगी वो हमेशा अपने कम्युनिटी के लिए लॉयल्टी रहेगी। मूविंग ऑन, वी हैव दैट the leaders are responsive to the views of the citizens. That is very very important. Now because again we are a small in number, small in size, the leaders will have no other choice but to responsive to the views of the citizen, because everybody knows their leader by their name. And that is another beautiful aspects of any democracy for that matter, that you know your leader in and out. You know your leader, where he lives, what is his background, where he comes from, what is his ideas, in fact everything about him as a person. And because people knew about him, it is his responsibility that he should be responsive as well as accountable to the views of the citizens. जब हम साइज ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में पढ़ते हैं आगे, तो हमें ये भी समझना चाहिए कि जो लीडर्स होते हैं उस डेमोक्रेसी में, बिकॉज उनकी साइज छोटी रहती है, पॉपुलेशन छोटा रहता है, तो लीडर का एक बहुत बड़ा कर्तव्य रहता है, एक बहुत बड़ा रोल रहता है कि वो लोगों के लिए हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ करे, क्योंकि अगर वो कुछ नहीं करेगा तो लोग उसको डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे, क्योंकि लोगों को पता है कि उनका लीडर कौन है, क्योंकि वो जो लीडर है वो उनके बीच का एक लीडर बनता है। दे नो एवरीथिंग अबाउट द लीडर, हिज बैकग्राउंड, हिज हिस्ट्री, इवन हिज जोग्राफी फॉर दैट मैटर, वेयर ही कम फ्रॉम, व्हाट इज़ हिज आइडियोलॉजी, XYZ। तो इतना दबाव होने के कारण लीडर जो होता है वो हमेशा रिस्पॉन्सिव होता है लोगों के भलाई के लिए। Moving on to the next point, there is a better communication between the people and their representatives. So this is a continuation point of the earlier, that because leaders are responsive to the views of the citizens, because citizens are always questioning them, always keeping eye on him, therefore what we need is a better communication between the people and their citizens. Very very important, because we live in a small democracy. We have a wonderful example like the state which I come from, that is Goa. Compared to any states in India, our population, our geographical territory are very small, and because it is so small today in Goa, every citizen knows their MLA. And the best part of the democratic setup in Goa is that people can meet their representative anytime. At any given point of time, they can just give them a call, or they can even directly go and visit their houses. And therefore, we have a better communication system between the people and their representative. जब हम डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में जानते हैं स्मॉल स्टेट में, तो और एक बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा यहाँ पर है कि जो कम्युनिकेशन होता है लोगों के और उनके रिप्रेजेंटेटिव के बीच में, वो बहुत बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट रहता है। क्योंकि छोटा स्टेट होने के कारण, छोटा डेमोक्रेसी होने के कारण, आप डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो, आप डायरेक्टली अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव से मिल सकते हो, अपने इश्यूज़ को रेज कर सकते हो। एंड देयरफॉर द लास्ट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट ऑफ स्मॉल डेमोक्रेसी एंड द इफेक्टिव democracy is that in small democracy there are personal civic relationships or relations in a small democracy. That is very very true, that because we are a small democracy, because of our population, because of our geography, we always have this advantage of personal civic relations. People know each other, people play important role in a civic relationships. In fact, being a small democracy, many a time people are so much concerned about the things which are happening that they keep their eyes on everything what is happening around. So these are some of the most important observation given by Robert and Edward when it comes to the advantage of having a small democracy, or when it comes to the size of democracy. Now let us talk about their observation on large democracy. Well, as regard to large democracy, there is a participation of the people at the time of election. In the large democracy, people participate only during the election in a larger number. For the rest of their life, they are not bothered about it. Now, this is not exaggeration, or this is not a very common thing which happens in a large democracy. There might be some exception that people even in large democracy participate regularly, but by and large, when it comes to larger participation of the people in a democracy, especially in a larger democracy, that people participate only whenever there are election. जब हम larger democracy के बारे में समझना चाहते हैं, तो अब हमें ये समझना चाहिए कि जो लोगों का पार्टिसिपेशन होता है वो सिर्फ इलेक्शन के टाइम पर ही होता है, बाकी के सारे दिन लोगों को पड़ी नहीं रहती है. नाउ अभी लेट मी क्लैरिफाई दिस अगेन, that it is not necessarily that people are not bothered apart from the election. There might be some states, there might be some countries where people are more vocal when it comes to participation, especially in a larger democracy. लेकिन ज़्यादातर हम जब देखते हैं डेमोक्रेसी इन लार्जर कंट्री, जो लोगों का जो सम ऑफ पार्टिसिपेशन रहता है, उनका जो मास रहता है, वो ज़्यादातर इलेक्शन के दौरान ही रहता है. एक बार इलेक्शन ख़त्म होने के बाद लोग अपने अपने घर चले जाते हैं, अब अपने अपने काम में बिज़ी रहते हैं, और ये कभी कभी एक या दिन आपको कुछ न्यूज़पेपर में दिखेंगे लोग पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं या लोग पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करते. बट इन अ लार्जर पिक्चर, इन अ लार्जर डेमोक्रेसी, पीपल normally participate only at a time of election. Moving on to the next point, better prepared to meet external threats. Yes, in larger democracy you have the advantage of preparing for any external threats, especially when it comes to external aggression. If any nation attacks another nation and it happens to be larger democracy, they have the advantage of the resources, they have the advantage of population. So this is another very important aspect of larger democracy, that they are better prepared to meet external threats. But in today's century, we have known that wars are not very common. Again, the challenges have changed over a period of time. Today we may not have often wars, or we do not have war very often, but we have other challenges, and therefore these challenges are very important. And therefore, being a larger democracy, you can always prepare better in advance to take care of these external threats. दूसरा बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट मुद्दा यहाँ पर ये है कि जो लार्जर डेमोक्रेसी रहती है वो हमेशा अच्छी तरह से प्रिपेयर कर सकती है किसी भी एक्सटर्नल एग्रेशन के खिलाफ या किसी भी एक्सटर्नल थ्रेट्स के अगेंस्ट। जब हम एक्सटर्नल थ्रेट के बारे में बोलते हैं तो हमें ये समझना चाहिए कि एक्सटर्नल थ्रेट ज़्यादातर वॉर्स होते हैं, लेकिन आज के तारीख में हमने देखा है कि वॉर्स बहुत कम हो रहे हैं। वॉर के अलावा और बहुत एक्सटर्नल चैलेंजेस बढ़ रही है, और इसके लिए बीइंग अ लार्जर डेमोक्रेसी यू ऑलवेज हैव दिस एडवांटेज to prepare to meet the external threats in advance. Moving on, diversity. Yes, there is a diversity in belief, values and goals of the people. Yes, very very important that because you belong to a larger democracy, the advantage here is that your diversity, that diversity always create a different beliefs, different values as well as different goals, and diversity always help people in a way to achieve different goals altogether. Diversity एक ऐसा मुद्दा है कि larger democracy में हमेशा you'll find a lot of diversity, diversity in belief, diversities in values as well as goals, और ये diversity कभी कभी बहुत important role भी play करती है to achieve different goals at same time because of the diversity. और डाइवर्सिटी हमेशा बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है, ख़ासतर बड़े बड़े देशों में जहाँ पर बड़ी बड़ी डेमोक्रेसी होती है, जैसे कि इन इंडिया वी आर द वन ऑफ द मोस्ट डाइवर्स कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड, एंड दिस इज़ द ब्यूटी ऑफ आवर डाइवर्सिटी. द ब्यूटी ऑफ द कंट्री इज़ आवर डाइवर्सिटी व्हेन इट कम्स टू आवर बिलीफ, वैल्यूज़ एंड गोल्स. And moving on to the next very important point here, in a larger democracy we always have multiple loyalties to various communities. Yes, being a larger section of a society, being a larger democracy in the population as well as in geography, you'll find that we have a multiple loyalties to our various communities, especially these communities which are living across the length and breadth of the country. And these diversities again plays a very important role, and therefore these multiple loyalties are very very important when it comes to their community. जब हम मल्टीपल लॉयल्टीज़ के बारे में जानते हैं तो हमें ये समझना चाहिए कि जब कोई बड़ा देश रहता है पॉपुलेशन में और जोग्राफ़ी में, तो ऑब्वियसली वहाँ पर जो कम्युनिटीज़ रहेंगी वो बहुत डाइवर्स रहेंगे, उनके भी अपने कुछ विचार रहेंगे, बिलीफ रहेंगे, वैल्यूज़ रहेंगे या फिर गोल रहेंगे, और उसी के कारण एट ग्रासरूट लेवल you'll find multiple loyalties of people to the various communities. हर एक इंसान अपने कम्युनिटी के लिए कुछ करना चाहता है, और ये बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है, क्योंकि जब हर एक कम्युनिटी अपने कम्युनिटी के लिए कुछ कर पाएगी तभी सोसाइटी आगे बढ़ेगी, तभी हमारा डाइवर्सिटी जो है वो आगे बढ़ेगा, और अंत में जाके वो देश के लिए कुछ अच्छा काम कर भी सकता है. And therefore the last very important point here is that the people have more alternatives before them on the account of the size of democracy or a country. And the last very important point says that whenever we have this larger democracy, people always have an alternative. Now you don't get such alternatives in a small democracy because of the size of population, whereas if you have a big democracy, larger democracy in geography as well as in population, then people will always going to have more alternatives when it comes to participation in democracy, when it comes to participation in election process and many more. So these are the some of the opinion and the observation by Robert and Edward on the size of a democracy. So we have spoken about the advantages or the observation of a small democracies and the larger democracy. So this is all about the size of democracy. So I hope you have understood the size of democracy, and again, as I said, feel free to comment and raise your opinion in the comment box. So see you soon in next tutorial. Till then, take care.